disclaimer. If you are unsure of what type of medical emergency it is, then your ugly ass need to call 911 in my Wycliffe voice. Now I'm taking you to North Carolina, go on and stand up. Now this is serious because when I read the headline, venomous snake bites 4-year-olds that is rushed from the daycare to the hospital, I said, say what? A venomous who? But I'm going to let the news explain to you what happened, and we're going to come back and we're going to go down this rabbit hole because there could have been a lot of different things that happened to fix this situation. Let's go.
Tonight, a 4-year-old boy is in the hospital. This after a copperhead snake bit him while he was at daycare. Take a look. You can see there his fingers are swollen.
Well, the family says that nobody called 911. And it happened on the playground of the New Beginnings Child Enrichment Center in Alexander County. Dave Faraday spoke to the family.
Well, we reached out to emergency services here in Alexander County. They confirmed to us that they never got a 911 call from the daycare here near Stony Point. Family members say it was the child's guardian who rushed him to the hospital. Take a look at some of this video. Those family members shared this photo of the 4-year-old's swollen hand after they say he was bitten near his ring finger. The New Beginnings Child Enrichment Center says it happened on the playground and that a worker killed the copperhead. Family members say the 4-year-old was playing near a sandbox when he was bitten by the snake. This morning we spotted children back on the playground here at the daycare. We asked the daycare if they alerted other parents about the incident, and we were told they aren't commenting. I spoke with the boy's aunt by phone earlier. She says the boy's guardian was initially told the 4-year-old had a splinter or possibly broke his hand, but the information changed when the guardian arrived at the daycare.
The director got up and said he got snake bit. My first thought was, why didn't they call 911? My second thing was like, does the parents even know about the other parents?
And Alexander County Emergency Services says it does respond to snake bites every year here in Alexander County. First responders don't carry anti-venom, but they do help the patients before taking them to the hospital to be treated. Reporting from Stony Point, I'm Dave Faraday, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Baby, look, the weather's changing. The animals and reptiles are being relocated due to all of these catastrophic storms. The climate control, global warming, it's just causing everything just to not be where it's supposed to be. But North Carolina, y'all already know that y'all got a snake problem in that city county area. So you got to get you some more boric acid or something. Now let's go down this rabbit hole slowly. Now there was a 4-year-old little boy. Now, sure enough, the little boy probably saw this copperhead snake and he probably thought it was a toy. 9 out of 10 times, normally, danger isn't one of these children's first code of conduct. They see something, they're like, oh, cool, look at this, because we take them to the zoo and things, so they think that these are just things that they could probably just, woo-woo-woo. But this is a copperhead. A copperhead is waiting to hit you one of these, okay? Now, the mulch that y'all have, can we say red flag? Because the mulch is already kind of dark colored. And so these reptiles or whatever could come through there and hide. You wouldn't see it if you wanted to because you're doing what you naturally do. You're sitting around and you're playing. You just, you hitting them with one of those. Now, the fact that they assumed that it was a splinter, but they could see that the boy's hand swelled up like an episode of The Nutty Professor. You got to call 911 regardless of what you think it could be, because it could be worse because you didn't see the initial anything. You didn't see if this baby fell. You didn't see if something attacked this baby. You're just going off of what you see right now. And the hands was giving you one of these. It was giving you one of these. It was swole, and I could, just looking at the picture, it was screaming red flags. But even if it was a splinter, you didn't even react for what a splinter would do. So the fact is, call 911. Like, they tell you that if you are CPR certified, they tell you in any situation, especially if the young child can't talk the way it needs to, then it's just best to call 911 and let them come to the property. That's why y'all have insurance, okay? But y'all can't be playing Dr. Quinn and not even be Dr. Wren. Hello, now let's go. Now, your director was like, a snake? Your director was like, why didn't y'all call 911? You know y'all have those monthly or quarterly, test that they give you to make sure that you know all the safety protocols so you won't have to be in a situation like this. Now for the guardian was way calm. You know, she was just like, I don't know why they didn't call 911. You right, ma'am. When in doubt, hit that 911. Because at least if it's worse than what you thought, you're not wasting time. Because look how quick that baby hand folded up and started swelling. It bit him on the ring finger and all of his fingers swole up. Oh no, ma'am! You can't see what the venom of anything is doing inside the body of these babies. Not only do you have to worry about snakes, you got to worry about spiders. Like a lot of stuff, the venom kills the inside flesh. Like bada boom, bada bam, ba bam. Petey Pablo. Now, y'all thought y'all was doing the right thing by contacting the guardian, but the time it take the guardian to get there and the time that y'all finally realized it wasn't what y'all thought it was, that's precious time. I hope this baby hand is saved. Is this his baby's right hand? Because the baby will have a hard time. Now, I can say that anti-venom is not cheap. So whose insurance is going to pay for this? Because I've seen documentaries talking about how much it costs to put the anti-venom in. Baby, you might as well go to college 6 years in a row. That's how high it is. It's expensive. So again, New Beginnings Child Enrichment Center, y'all got to go back through some protocol because y'all definitely missed some steps. Now, lo and behold, the paramedics and emergency, people came when they came, but they didn't even have a venom. So all they could do was just keep them comfortable till they rolled all the way to that hospital. Okay. Now, thank you for killing the snake, but baby, why was y'all outside the next day playing like it wasn't a snake bite the day before? Did y'all throw down some boric acid or something? Snake away? What did y'all put down to ensure that not only was it a snake, it wouldn't be a spider? If it was a spider, it wouldn't be a scorpion. If it wasn't a scorpion, it wouldn't have been. You catch my drift? It sounds like y'all just need to set up a room and let them kids play on the inside. Baby, you can't even get a break off. See, I'm not saying they intentionally were being neglective, but I'm just saying at some point, you gotta be a little more. You gotta use your skill sets a little more because this could have been deadly. It's still deadly. We don't know what this baby's hand's gonna do at this point. It took too much time to get the things to pop. Now, secured, it ain't. Because if it was secured, the snake would have never made it on the property in the first place. Is it Mother Nature? Is it in animals or reptiles' nature to do what it want to do? Absolutely. But now since you know that this city county has a threat with this type of security of a snake bite or snake, protruding, you got to tighten up. I don't need nobody going back and kill the threat after the threat almost killed me. Like, come on now. Regardless of, the news has decided to give you some advice because it seems like y'all just didn't do what you need to do. You tried to, but you didn't. They said what you can do if bitten by a snake is call 911. You see how that was first? Call 911, even if you don't think it's a snake bite. I could tell you what a splinter looked like, and I know that as puffy as this boy's hand was, that was not giving Splinter. Not on no rubber mulch. Come on now. I can understand if you said he was playing in wood or something to that nature, but you said rubber mulch. Next story. Move away any jewelry, watches, and clothes. That's, again, those areas are going to tighten up as that venom spreads. And sit and clean the wound. But what you can't do is make a tourniquet. Meaning you can't put no extra pressure to try to stop the venom from moving because you're going to cut off the oxygen and it's going to swell even more in areas that ain't even affected yet. Then you can't remove the venom. This is not a Wild Wild West movie. This is not some stuff that you see on these little war movies. Oh no, you're not a professional. We know you weren't a professional because you didn't even notice that it was a bad situation turning worse. But either way, don't take painkillers. And then do not try to catch or trap the snake. Better yet, it's time to get the machete out and get the hibachi in that joint if you can. Because I hate to kill something like that. But again, a snake gonna be a snake. A snake ain't gonna be like, you know what, that's a 4-year-old. I'm not going to get it today. No, the snake is looking at that baby as a threat, and that baby's looking at that snake as a toy. And so the protective mode comes in any animal or reptile's mindset because it's looking for food, and hell, the kid is looking to play. It was just an accident. But I need y'all to tighten up because this accident could have been definitely an obituary in the making. Now, y'all have insurance. And y'all have now y'all got to have some training modules of what to do in an incident of, a protocol of injury or possibly death, y'all need to go re-brush up on that, because calling 911 should always be number one. Y'all need some signs around the building. Now, y'all need to be telling the parents faster, because y'all have a snake problem and y'all still going outside. You can't only deal with this situation as a single incident. No, all them kids was outside in that rubber mulch. So y'all gonna have to tighten up, baby. Tighten up, because this could have been bad. Now, again, we cannot control the time of day of what could or could not happen, because you would be a psychic. But we're happy that this little 4-year-old is here to see another day. And please, if this is your 4-year-old, let me know if that baby's hand is going to be okay. That's what I do want to know. But I am just the messenger. It's your girl, Shaunie B. If you're cool with your girl, go on food with your girl. Make sure you check out my website. Yes! www.shauniebeentertainment.com. Check out the finger. You got option to drop donations, but never any pressure to do either of the two, because I see the likes, the shares, and comments, and it means the world to me. So I always want to tell you thank you from my lips to your ears, because I do greatly appreciate y'all listening and rocking with me, man. That's the biggest thing ever. Hop in the comments. Like I said, we all stay in areas where some type of reptiles or some type of animals may roam, and you're technically in their territory. They're not looking at, oh, that's a new construction building over there. It's a school, I think. No, that animal or that reptile is going to roam, and it does not know if you're a nice or a bad person. It's just looking at you as stepping in their boundary zone. So somebody's either going to get bitten, or something is going to get killed, shot, or chopped up. But at the end of the day, y'all got to make sure that the premises are safe, because these are babies, and not all of them can talk properly to tell you what start A to start Z was. They just think, oh, a clue. And then they're like, I don't know what happened, but under the pressure, they probably don't know, because the pain. It's the pain. But if you are in doubt, just call 911. Let them figure it out. Now, that 911 bill going to be expensive, and it's not going to be covered on insurance, but at least you ain't got to worry about no burial expenses. Hello, I'd rather 2 paramedics carry me before pallbearers do. Y'all tighten up. But y'all be careful, because the weather is changing, and it's going to be crazy what is trying to find food and what's trying to find warmth. But you got to pay attention, especially if you have a high-risk area for those animals and reptiles. You cannot act like they don't roam over there. Let's go. But until next time, next story, and I'm out this. Peace.